you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Let me see and say hello to you guys. Hey, preschool granny, pointer lover. Hey, Adrian, Destin, good to see you. Hey, again, preschool granny. I'm not already going to start with saying hello twice. Hopefully I can keep it straight. Hey, Nadine, neat noodle, good to see you. Black Swan, Punksy, Destined. Might have said that already. Hey, Lil Red. Hey, you guys. So first I want to say just thank you guys for being here, because this is a case that we have not talked about. I actually don't even know too much about it. So I'm going to have a Tidbits episode premiere tonight, probably at 6:30. So keep your eyes out for that, because it will only alert you once. I think, as far as I know, YouTube sends out one notification, and if you do more than one video a day, it may not notify you. But then I was going to talk about Brian Koberger and some of the things happening with him. Well, I decided after that, hold on a second, you guys. Okay, sorry. I had a child sneaking down in here, but no. So I was going to talk about Brian Koberger, but I saw this case and I thought it's an interesting topic with Koberger that I wanted to cover, which is the media's coverage of the case, and also a new interview with the parents of Kayla Gonsalves. But that case gets a lot of coverage. I have not seen that anywhere. So I know, Nay, he was under the pool table right beside me, and Mom is upstairs helping me watch him, and she realized that he was down here and started, yelling for him. So anyways, hey, Jordan. Hey, Mama Bear. That threw me off just a little bit. Hey, Lunch Lady, Mrs. M. Good to see you. Okay. Hey, Carla. Trap Mafia. So, NT's Apple Bottom Jeans. This one is, it's tough to hear, but I think it's important. I've not really seen a ton of coverage about it. So let me go ahead and show you how I ran across it. I was looking at Crime Online, just like to pass time, to see what was going on, what we've missed. And I saw this article. Then I found this next article, and I thought, you know what, I want to talk about this. So I'll just read to you how I stumbled across it, and then we'll go on to the next one. Momma was in blood. 2-year-old says missing Georgia mother was last seen laying in blood. Police in Georgia say a 2-year-old child saw her missing mother covered in blood before she vanished in Bibb County last month. Hold on. I know, Music City Mom. She is so young. So police in Georgia say a 2-year-old saw her missing mother covered in blood before she vanished in Bibb County last month. According to ABC 13, Gabriella Dixon, 18, was last seen on October 30th in the 1900 block of Pine Hill Drive in Macon. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office said police found evidence that foul play may be involved. Dixon's boyfriend and the father of her children, Reginald Harris, is now behind bars on unrelated outstanding charges that include assault, family violence, and terroristic threats. He's not been charged in connection with Dixon's disappearance, though. Dixon's father, Reggie, said he last spoke to his daughter October 27th after Dixon moved into a new apartment in Macon. Dixon's mother, Gabby Searcy, saw her in person briefly on October 29th when Dixon picked her children up from Searcy's home. Sorry, you guys, just grabbing my phone so I can try to watch chat as we go, because I cannot see you while I'm reading this. So she was really excited about moving into her new place, Reggie said. I had took her to a new apartment to move in more stuff into her apartment she had just got. So here is the sheriff's. Let's look at this. Hey, cutie pie. Hey, Kimmy. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you, mods, for dropping the links and all that stuff. So this was a report put out by the sheriff's office. Oops, here's my messages with all the stuff from Koberger, what I was going to talk to you guys about. So media release asking for the public's assistance in locating a missing person. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office is asking for the assistance. It's reported that 18-year-old Gabriella Dixon was last seen in the 1900 block of Pine Hill Drive on October 30th. She has not been seen or heard from in the last 2 days. She's 5'1", 144 pounds. No clothing description currently available at this time. Here's a photograph of her. And if you've seen her, and for anybody in the area, you can call Crime Stoppers at 1-877-68-CRIME. She's just a baby herself. Okay. And we're going to watch some videos and stuff of some family and things like that. But let me just continue with this article. So on October 30th, Dixon reportedly dropped her children off with Harris. She hasn't been seen since then, her father said. Harris later dropped the children with Circe. The daddy had brought the kids back over here, Reggie said, adding that Dixon's 2-year-old daughter told her grandmother that she, quote, saw her mother laying in blood, unquote. According to 41 NBC, a police report indicated that the child told police that, quote, Momma was in blood, unquote. Dixon's older child then told the 2-year-old that Dixon was sleeping. The older grandchild told the 2-year-old that, quote, it was okay, Momma is sleeping. Oh, wait, y'all can't even see. I didn't go back to it. Here is Reginald Harris. One of the responding deputies noticed that he had interactions with Dixon before and advised to get a temporary restraining order on Harris. So she had been told you should get a restraining order on this guy. Hey, Shani. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Lynn. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Lucky Shot. Hold on just a sec, you guys. Okay. Both Dixon and Harris were not at the apartment when deputies arrived. The apartment manager said that Harris had, quote, just left several minutes prior before deputies arrived. Nothing was disturbed inside the apartment, and there was no indication that a crime had been committed at this location. The report continued. Dixon is described as a black female, 5'1", 144 pounds, like I told you guys. And then there's the Crime Stoppers number again. David used to live 30 minutes from Macon. She did not walk away from her baby. Something is seriously wrong here. I agree. Well, this next article is, there's an update at the top, and we're going to read that separately. We'll start down here at the bottom. So the original article starts here. The last time Reggie Dixon saw his daughter, Gabriella, was Friday, October 27th. She'd been staying with him while she waited to move into her new apartment. She was really excited about moving into her place, Dixon explained. I took her to her new apartment to move in more stuff into her new apartment she had just got. Dixon says the last time Gabriella's mother, Gabby, saw her was on Sunday, October 29th. Circe was picking up her daughter's kids. She usually babysits the babies while Gabriella is at work. Dixon says Circe had dropped off her grandchildren with their father that same Sunday. Then, on Monday, the next day, Dixon went missing. The daddy had brought the kids back over here, Dixon explained. He says that when his 2-year-old grandchild told Circe that she, quote, saw her mother laying in blood, he says Circe tried texting Gabriella that Monday and Gabriella did not respond. Even when she dropped the babies off to my ex-wife or to me or to her sisters, she'd call to check on the babies. Like, Daddy, I'm doing this, or how are my babies doing? That let me know that something wasn't right because that's something she doesn't do. That's totally out of character. All right, let's watch this first video. Now, like I said, Gabriella is only 18 years old, and she has a 2-year-old, but she's barely an adult. She's also, I want to note that she was working. I mean, she was doing what she should be doing. Okay.
We have a developing story for you in the disappearance of an 18-year-old woman. This afternoon, the Bibb County Sheriff's Office says the disappearance of Gabriella Dixon may be a homicide.
The 18-year-old was reported missing last week, and the family called the sheriff's office for help.
Never just see her or hear from her. It's heartbreaking.
Right now, the family says they want to bring their daughter home.
Camila Williams spoke with the family about their suspicions and why they want justice.
First, let me say, thank God the local news is covering it. But if anyone else has heard of this case at all, please put a 1 in the chat. I would love to know if anybody's seen this at all.
We didn't like a lot of company, but we could sit by ourselves, we could read, and we would be just fine.
Gabby Cersei describes her daughter, Gabriella Dixon, as her mini-me, but she just hopes wherever her daughter is, she will be fine too.
I'm still holding on to faith.
Last Tuesday, Cersei says she never got a call or text from her daughter to let her know where she was. When Dixon's kids arrived to her home, she said the 2-year-old said something that rattled her.
She touched my knees, and she said, "Mama, sleeping in blood."
Stunned, she looked at her 2-year-old and asked once more.
She said, "Gabby is sleeping in blood."
She didn't want to think the worst, but
She calls her Gabby. That's interesting, which I guess they call her Gabby, but you have not. I haven't heard anything about it. So you guys understand why I can't do. I'm very interested in digging through the files on Letitia, and we are going to continue to do that. It's new information. And honestly, people, I don't think really understand that this is what she was doing in between the time she was arrested. I mean, you guys understand, but I'm talking about people that aren't watching, that this is what was happening before trial, and it all is very important. And we are going to keep talking about that in Idaho and all the things, but I hope you guys understand why I wanted to talk about this today instead, just because, it needs it. I hadn't seen it. I don't know anybody else who had. So like I said, let me know, leave a 1 if you have.
others started asking.
It became real to me, like, okay, this is not it. She hasn't called me. She hasn't said anything.
Dixon filed a missing persons report with the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. They first reported it last Wednesday as a missing person case, but on Monday, they said they had evidence that suggests Dixon was killed. So far, she has not been located. Cersei says she wants the Sheriff's Office to do more.
I'm sure they have a special team that's trained, and they should have had some type of search party.
Cersei says family members have searched for Dixon since her disappearance. Her husband, Daryl Cersei, said,
Absolutely, they should have search parties out there. Come on now. The family shouldn't be the only ones searching. They should be doing searches, and hopefully they are. A lot of times we don't see everything the police are doing.
as the mission remains the same.
We want to bring her home. We want justice.
You met him, Mom.
Most importantly, we want to bring Gabby home.
Gabby says while her daughter is 18, she's her little girl in her eyes.
Not being able to ever see her again, never. It's unreal. No parent should have to do this.
Now, all that's left is finding Cersei's mini-me.
Look at that picture. How beautiful. Oh, my goodness.
In Macon, Camila Williams, 13 WMAZ News.
Bibb County Sheriff's.
Okay, so now let's go back because we have more and more videos, more article and stuff to look at. Let me see here. My first time hearing of her, not even mentioned on a channel that feature missing Black women. Well, Black Swan, that is one of my issues. And I've talked about this so many times, but I'm not going to stop. I'll just keep saying the same thing on True Crime News. If you are not young, white, blonde, that kind of thing, I'm sorry, the cases don't get covered as much. If you are like the young, beautiful, blonde woman, you'll see a lot of coverage of those cases. If you are African American, American Indian, anything like that, unfortunately, they just don't get covered as much. And that's just the truth. And I don't know why that is, but it is just the truth. So I was covering a case at the same time that Idaho was unfolding. I was covering Idaho. We have these 4 beautiful young kids, horrific death. and it's all over the place. Even still, I mean, there are entire channels built on it, and it hasn't even been to trial yet, which is really risky considering they have to have a fair trial. But we have that, and then we have, you know, Lyric Woods and Devin Clark, these two teenagers that were horrifically killed in North Carolina. They weren't stabbed, they were gunned down, but regardless, you know, same thing. Beautiful young girl. She was white, but the others weren't. The perpetrator and the other victim, Devin, was not. And I'm telling you, I don't understand how. I just don't get it. It's a huge problem. It bothers me to my core. That's just that everybody matters. Everybody, you know, the family. It reminds me of what I just went through, losing a family member, when I hear her saying, you know, we'll never get to see her again. That is so hard to really grasp and deal with. It's just, I don't know. It's actually, it's really frustrating and unfair. Hey, crazy mama. I've not seen you in a minute. Hey, Roxanne. Crime Curious. Good to see you guys. Okay. Let's continue. By Tuesday, which was Halloween, Dixon says Circe had called the whole family and Gabriella's job. Still, no one had heard from her. So they called the Bibb Sheriff's Office to file a missing persons report. 3 o'clock maybe, the police, they took the report and gave my ex-wife a phone number, the head detective, Dixon said. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says they're investigating, but they are not calling the case a homicide. Dixon says he's tried to call the head detective twice since this Monday, who told him he'd call back later. He says the detective still hasn't called him. He says this: for anyone with information, tell us where she's at, please. It's time to bring Gabby home. It's time for a little peace for her. We reached out to the sheriff's office for updates. They said they're still calling it a missing persons case, but that could change if they find evidence confirming a homicide. They did tell us Monday night they have a possible suspect in the case. But call dad back. Get the information. Why aren't they? That's frustrating because that tells me they're not actually working the case like they should be. You know, because you want to do... For instance, many of you have followed along with Gannon's case with us. We've seen them in the very beginning days before they even knew, you know, for sure, which by January 29th, I think they had an idea of some of what happened. But those first 2 days, you see, they're trying to make appointments to do interviews with the family members of Gannon, you know, even the ones that were not in the state when he went missing. So that frustrates the hell out of me. Yeah, she's missing right now. Hey, Bella and Nima. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Roxanne. Ooh, I love veggie soup. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Y'all, I can't believe it. I'm wearing a pair of jeans that I just found that I had in my senior year of high school. And I'm 34 years old. So they're old jeans. I'm surprised they're not falling apart, but I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, let me play this one.
Continuing coverage on 18-year-old Gabriella Dixon, who's been missing for 8 days. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says they are investigating, but they are not calling the case a homicide.
Jessica Chow spoke with Dixon's father about what they say and heard before she disappeared.
The last time Reggie Dixon saw his daughter Gabriella was on Friday, October 27th. She had been staying with him and he had just helped her move into her new apartment.
She was really excited about moving into her place, and I took her to move some more stuff in her.
Okay, hold up. I apologize. I thought I was muted and you hear me like grabbing this water bottle. So let me rewind it just a little bit and mute so y'all can hear.
Really excited about moving into her place, and I took her to move some more stuff in her apartment that she had just got.
Dixon says the last time Gabriella's mother, Gabby Circe, last saw her was on Sunday the 29th. Circe was picking up her daughter's kids.
Because she used to babysit the babies while she's at work.
Dixon says Circe had dropped off her grandchildren with their father that same Sunday. Then on Monday, the next day,
The dad had brought the kids back over there.
Dixon says that's when his 2-year-old grandchild told Circe.
She saw her mother laying in blood.
He says Circe tried texting Gabriella that Monday.
Okay,
Gabriella
let's take just a pause for a second. I have to for fair use anyway, but there's a picture they show that is so beautiful. That one's very cute, but that's not the one. Let me see. What the heck? This one. I love that picture of her. Oh, this is just so sad. And just not okay, let's keep watching.
Gabriella that Monday, and Gabriella did not respond.
Even when she dropped the babies off to my ex-wife or to me or her sisters, she'll call and check on her babies. Like, Daddy, I'm doing this, how my baby's doing. That let me know that something wasn't right, because that's something she don't do. That's totally out of character.
By Tuesday,
So at 18 years old, this young lady was working a job, and she was the kind of mom who didn't just drop the kids off with the grandparents and go live her life. She dropped them off, goes to work, constantly calling back, checking on them and stuff like that. Hey, Bindi. I love that one too. She looks tiny there. They said 144 pounds, right? Just thinking about.
Dixon says Circe had called Gabriella's job and family, and still no one had heard from her. Then they called the Bibb Sheriff's Office.
3 o'clock maybe. The police they took the report and they gave my ex-wife a phone number, the head detective.
Dixon says he's tried to call the head detective twice since this Monday, who told him he'd call him back later. Dixon says the detective has not. He says for anyone with information,
tell us where she is, please. It's time to bring Gabby home. It's time for a little peace for her.
And
oh my God, how sad, you guys. That is just so sad. And can't even get the detectives to answer you back about your baby. She's 18, sure, but that's when my baby, I'm sorry, but when I was 18, I was still a child, mentally, physically, all the things. She's very beautiful, Nay. Okay. Trap Mafia, I know. I used to do a lot of tie-dye. I would love to still do it. I'm about to do one for Nay, and a couple other people have asked me about them, but that is why it's like that. Hey, Mia. She's so beautiful. Definitely, Jen. So for you guys that came in late, let me explain to you. Gabby went to take her kids to drop them off with their dad, and she hasn't been seen since. The dad did bring the kids back to her parents. She was her son, the youngest one, said that she was in a puddle of blood. The oldest child, well, I say son, actually, I don't know. I'm still learning about this, but okay, her 2-year-old tells her parents that mommy was in a puddle of blood and mommy was sleeping in blood. There was a couple different ways it was phrased, because they also told that to the police. And then the older child said, no, mommy was sleeping. Now, here's the latest update. Let me scroll up to the top. Macon, 18-year-old, has been missing for 8 days. Now, a possible suspect is in jail on separate charges. A possible suspect in the disappearance of Gabriella Dixon has been arrested, but he does not yet face charges in her disappearance, according to the sheriff's office. Previously, the sheriff's office labeled Reginald Harris, the father of Dixon's children, as a possible suspect in the case due to his past with Dixon and testimonial evidence, the family told the investigator, the incident report says. I would like to have the incident report. Now, Harris is in jail on 4 outstanding charges against him, the sheriff's office says. Among those charges, he faces a count of family violence. In particular, he faces a misdemeanor battery charge. Additionally, Harris is charged with terroristic threats and acts and 2 counts of aggravated assault. However, while Harris was labeled as a possible suspect in her disappearance, the sheriff's office notes that he has not been charged on any charges related to the disappearance. We see that often though. As far as there's a suspect, they don't have enough to charge them yet, so maybe there's other charges that they can get them with, and they do, to hold them in jail until they have enough to charge them. So let's go over to Twitter, because usually when we're covering a new case, I'll search Twitter. I haven't yet, because honestly, I ran across this like 30 minutes before my live was scheduled, and I just felt like it was important enough to just go ahead and do like this. So, Twitter. Hold on one sec, you guys. Hey, Lori. Okay. Now, let me see. I'm going to search her name really quick. Gabriella Dixon. And then, like I said, if you guys came in late, I also mentioned at the beginning, there will be a Tidbits episode this evening, probably around 6:30. So definitely look for that, because you may not be notified twice for the same channel. All right, let's look. There's some stuff on Twitter immediately I see. Can y'all share this for me? A family friend who I've known since I was in elementary school is missing, and no one has heard from her in 2 days. She was last seen at Madison Apartments in Macon. Please share this and help bring her home. Gabriella Dixon. Wow. Pretty picture. Gabby Searcy is her name on Facebook. Or is that, we know that's her mom's name, so okay, it's probably her mom, and that's what it looks like in the picture. Missing, please share. Gabriella Dixon. What really happened? Where is Reggie? Okay, interesting. Okay. Hey, welcome, Tracy. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Harlot, I seem to be missing something here. So the mother dropped them off, but somehow the ex also, yeah, okay. The mom dropped them off to the ex, and the ex dropped the kids off to the mom's parents. So Gabby takes the kids to Reginald. Reginald brings the kids back to Gabby's mom, who's also Gabby. And then the 2-year-old told the grandma and also told police mommy was laying in blood. The older child said she was just sleeping. So that's, hey, Meg, what I know so far. Missing people in America shared. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, you guys, there's news. Oh, my God, breaking news. Oh my God. While we've been live, this came out. Or, well, it says 1 hour ago. So I guess right before. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Warrant. Reginald Harris accused of shooting at and choking Gabrielle Dixon in September. Oh, okay. So the warrants are about Gabby. It's just not her being missing. Let's see what this is about. Sorry, you guys. When we're finding out stuff live, it's like, 1, exciting. 2, I don't know what's going on. Okay. Warrant. This came out an hour ago. Reginald Harris accused of shooting at and choking Gabriella in September. Okay. The warrants detail 2 separate confrontations. A month before Gabriella Dixon disappeared, let's see if we can get these warrants.
Continuing coverage.
A month before Gabby disappeared, warrants say the father of her children choked her, pointed a gun at her, and threatened to kill her. 3 weeks before that, another warrant says Reginald Harris fired shots at Dixon's car. I'm all shook up, y'all. Harris made a first appearance Wednesday afternoon in the Macon-Bibb Magistrate Court on 4 domestic violence charges. So this afternoon, this is how they know about it. Harris has not been charged in connection with her disappearance. He is charged with terroristic threats and acts and 3 counts of aggravated assault. 13 WMAZ obtained a copy of the warrants for Harris's charges that stem from 2 alleged attacks on September 3rd and the 23rd. On September 3rd, Dixon reported that she was driving down Old Clinton Road heading to a hair appointment for one of her kids when she heard a honk and saw Harris driving behind her. She said he started to shoot at the car and that Dixon was in with their 2 kids and her current boyfriend, Kelvin Willis, according to the warrant. He continued to shoot until they got onto Spring Street. While Dixon was on the phone with 911, she said they lost sight of Harris. Oh my God. Harris called Dixon and told her to pull up to his location. The deputy told Harris to pull up. Harris thought it was Willis speaking to him. Harris asked where they were at because he had wrecked his car trying to follow her, according to the warrants. Dixon told him he was going to jail for shooting at them. Harris denied shooting at them. Dixon replied that Harris could have shot a bystander or one of their kids. Harris asked, the kids were in there? And said that she was disrespecting him by having Kelvin around his kids, according to the warrants. Dixon showed the deputy a series of text messages between herself and Harris leading up to the shooting. One text said, "Don't be surprised when I knock on the door." The warrants say on September 23rd, Harris choked Dixon before pointing a gun at her and threatening to kill her if she left him. The responding deputy says he saw a pair of bruises on her neck. The deputy told her to get a restraining order. Dixon was last seen on October 29th when she dropped off the kids with her mom. But so now I'm confused because the other article said that the dad brought the kids to the mom. I think that this is incorrect the way, or one of them is, but I will say that is common in a case that is just breaking when things are just coming out. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says they're investigating, but they are not calling the case a homicide. Reggie Dixon. So we have Reginald Harris. That is the boyfriend, or the ex-boyfriend, baby daddy. And then we have Reggie Dixon. That's Gabby's dad. We have Gabby Dixon. And then we have Gabby Searcy, her mom. So it's a little confusing. So Gabby's father says he tried to call the head detective twice since this Monday, who told him he'd call back later. The detective still hasn't called him. He says, "Tell us where she's at, please. It's time to bring Gabby home. It's time for a little piece for her." Why can't we see the damn warrants? That's what I want to see. I could obtain them, I guess, but not immediately. Okay, you guys. Let me go back here for just a minute. Let's go to the latest. Hey, Johnny. He just told himself the kids were in the car. No, he said it to her. She's like, "You could have shot a bystander or one of our kids." And he said, "The kids were in there?" And then he said, "Well, you're disrespecting me having that man around my kids." I mean, and I'm sorry, but you know what? I am so tired of these women who are being threatened and abused like this, going to the police, telling the police, "Help me, I need help. He's trying to kill me." And they're like, fill out a report. And then it happens anyways. It is so sad. It really is so sad. Hey, Karen. Good to see you, babe. We're just about done with this. I do encourage anyone who came in late, please rewind because this story is it's not getting any coverage. No one who has been here today has heard about it. And, oh no, what is this? Wait, has tragically been discovered dead. I don't think that's right. No, I'm not even going to click on it. Wait. Found dead. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate. There's a lot of trolls out here. How do you troll something like this? That's just freaking crazy to me. Gabriella. I'm going to be following this, even if there's not a ton of interest in it. Maybe I can bring just a little tiny bit of attention to it. That would be enough, right? But let's see. So no, she's not been found. These are the latest articles about her, which are about what happened today. The finding out that he shot at her, choked her, those kinds of things. We'll click on this one. And see if we can get the document. Oh, there he is in court. Look at him today. That was him today in court. What a freaking monster. Hey, Katrina. Artemis, yes, please rewind. This is such an important story for you guys to listen to. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the mods for dropping the links and stuff. Oh, my God almighty, y'all. Let's see, if I click the hyperlinks, are we going to get the documents? That's what we need. So here he is in court, just again to show you guys that picture again. Father of missing teen mom's children makes court appearance for family violence charges. Okay, let's see if we can get a link to this court paperwork. If anybody gets it, please email that to me. I would appreciate it so much. Okay. Unbelievable. Dixon had first on September 3rd. Again, I'll tell you the two incidents really quickly. Dixon had her two kids in the car and a new boyfriend named Kelvin. He pulled up behind them, started shooting at the car. Then on the 23rd of September, Dixon called deputies to say Harris choked her and pointed a gun at her in their home. According to the warrant, deputies noted 2 bruises on her neck. She told deputies that when Harris pointed a gun at her, he said he would kill her if she ever left him. Her mother told investigators that Harris dropped their children off at her house on the day Gabby disappeared. Okay, so I thought that's the way it went. Baby daddy takes the babies to grandma's house on the day that Gabby disappeared. Searcy said Harris had been acting very suspiciously and an investigator had suggested Gabby get a temporary protective order, but authorities said she never did. But guess what? It doesn't really make a damn anyways, and that's just a sad truth about it. I wish, in a perfect world, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Oh, you guys screenshot if you can what was said. I didn't see it. Okay, you guys. So I am going to jump off of here because I have to get the premiere ready for Tidbits. Oh, hey, Dee. Thank you. If anybody came in late, please rewind. This story is important. It's not even new. It's a couple weeks old, but there's just no coverage on it, and that's really unfortunate. Gabriella. We'll call her Gabriella and mom Gabby. Gabriella is still missing. Okay. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I love and appreciate you. I can't wait for Tidbits with Tisha, probably in about 1 hour, and I will join you guys in the chat because it will be a premiere. Thistle, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I'm doing okay. I will tell you guys, losing someone so close to me, and I've lost a lot of people close to me, friends, family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, but this one, I will say it's been different the way that it's affected the way I look at true crime. It's something that every time now that I see, ew, ghost me and guy, are you crazy? It's something that, you know, every time I see somebody mention, like in this one, you know, not being able to see her again, it just reminds me of my own situation. I don't know. It's really weird. And it makes me think about how true crime coverage affects other people, you know, that are going through traumatic times. So yeah, not even being searched for. Police are not even calling dad back. It's disgusting. Thank you guys so much. All right, you guys, I will see you at Tidbits of Tisha if you're there in about an hour. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you for spending this last 45 minutes with me or however long you've been here. Oh, it's so good to see you too, Thistle. Thank you. I love you guys and I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon, okay? Also, if you have social media, since this case is not really getting attention, share the link to the video or just go Google her name, share the article, share the posters. That would mean so much to me. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh, my woofie. I love you. Look. You were here the whole time. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.